The best training split for you is the one that ticks these 4 boxes. Now, I've time-stamped everything below, so let's get into the video. Number 1, the split is appropriate for your training age. Now, if you're new to training and you're just starting out, then a full body routine done 2 to 3 times per week is probably going to be a great starting point. You can use a single progression model, aka the starting strength model, whereby you add weight to the bar every single session. Or you can go for a double progression model. Both are excellent. I'll leave end screens to both of those videos. Now, if you are a bit more advanced, then you may need a more sophisticated training split depending on your goals. Number 2, the split is in line with your goals. Now, say you can only train twice per week, for example, and your goal is to build muscle, and you go for a lower and upper body split. Is this going to be the best approach to building muscle? Probably not, because you're only hitting each muscle group once per week. An improvement on that would be to go to a full body routine twice per week. That way there, at least you're given an opportunity to hit each muscle group twice per week. Number 3, and this is probably the most important, the split works in with your life, work and availability. Now, this is an area that I often see overlooked. People have great intentions to get into the gym 6 days per week, but they forget to factor in work, kids, travel to and from the gym. Now, you may want to train 6 days per week, but your schedule only allows for 3. So be realistic with your frequency. Number 4, the split suits your individual recovery pattern. Again, this is where you need to be realistic. If you've got high stresses outside the gym with work deadlines, kids and other stresses, then it's probably not a great idea to be in the gym smashing yourself 5 days per week. That's probably not going to give you the best outcome. Stress is stress at the end of the day, regardless of what that is, and it accumulates over time. Pick a split that allows you to train hard and not burn out, and not be crippled from joint stress, especially if you're on the older side. Now, I'm going to show you how you can put all this into practice. Now, I'm going to use myself as an example. However, the principles remain the same regardless. Now, at the moment, I'm training 6 days per week. They're very short focused sessions, around about 45 minutes in length. I'm doing an upper lower body split whereby I'm training on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday. On the Tuesday and Thursdays, I do conditioning. The Tuesday's conditioning is a bit more intense. Thursday's more steady state. Now, this is aligned well with my schedule and my goals. Now, I'm very lucky. I also have the gym inside my work environment, so I don't need to worry about traveling to and from the gym. However, I have 2 young kids, 4-year-old and a 6-year-old, and things are starting to get busier at the weekend, so I'll probably look to lose the Saturday training session. That way, I'll just modify my training split. So I'll do a full body routine on a Monday, Wednesday and a Friday. Wednesday will be a little bit lighter just to allow some recovery, and then I'll keep my conditioning the same on a Tuesday and a Thursday. If work ramps up and I need to spend a bit more work on projects, for example, then I'll just lose the Wednesday's training session. I'll stick to 2 full body sessions on a Monday and a Friday, and then I'll stick with the conditioning on a Tuesday and a Thursday. Now, these are just examples of how you can change your training split to align with your schedule and your goals. Now, I'm not a fan of changing your program for the sake of it, which I've covered in this video here. However, if you need to change your training split to match your schedule, then do so. This will keep you consistent and on track to achieving your goals. If you'd like to see either the single or double progression model for easy strength gains, then click on one of these videos here. If you have any questions on today's video, then fire a comment below. Thanks for watching.